You all have heard of kings who have collected an enormous amount of wealth, but do you know that some princes are wealthier than some of the kings in the world? But do you know how rich they are? Probably not. In this video, we bring you the list of the 10 richest princes in the world and how they spend their money. Also note, we haven't added any crown princes in the list. So without further ado, let's start. On number 10 is Prince William, the son of King Charles and the grandson of the late Queen Elizabeth II. He is the Duke of Cambridge and has a net worth of about $30 million. According to Forbes, the prince also receives a salary of $68,000 from the government of the United Kingdom. The prince also works with his father, Prince Charles, in the Duchy of Cornwall Company, which operates in 23 countries, and he receives $25 million annually from the company. The prince currently lives in Kensington Palace along with his wife and children. It's a 20-room, 4-story mansion believed to be around $1 billion. Prince William has some expensive cars in his collection, like the Audi R8 worth $148,000, the Bentley Flying Spur worth $200,000, and a Jaguar XJ worth $86,000. The prince also owns 105 acres of land, which he inherited from the royal family and is believed to be worth $250 million. On number 9 is Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the Prince of Dubai. He belongs to the royal house of Maktoum. The net worth of this prince is about $1 billion. His earnings come from the official positions he holds, like the Minister of Finance of the United Arab Emirates, Deputy Ruler of Dubai, and Chairman of Dubai Media Incorporated. Concerning personal assets, the prince has an extensive collection of cars. Some of the cars of the prince are the Mercedes-Benz G55 AMG, worth $135,000, and the Mercedes-Benz, worth $54,000. The prince also owns a private jet Boeing 747 BBJ, worth $228 million. The prince also holds real estate in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and is estimated to be worth $205.4 million. Number 8. Jeffrey Bulkia, Prince of Brunei. Jeffrey Bulkia ibn Omar Ali Saifuddin III is the prince and brother of the King of Brunei. The net worth of this prince is said to be around $1.5 billion. The prince owns 5 hotels, the most famous being the Dorchester Hotel in London and the Beverly Hills Hotel in Los Angeles. The prince also owns 250 companies, one of which is the jewelry company Asprey, which he bought for $385 million. Prince Jeffrey's monthly expenses are about $50 million, and he spends his large portion of money on buying some strangely expensive things, like a $7 million rug woven in gold and diamonds. The prince has many houses, but his most favorite of them is St. John's Lodge in London, which this luxurious house is worth $55 million. And when it comes to vehicles, the prince owns 2,300 cars, and this car collection includes Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR worth $1 million and a Porsche 550 Spyder worth $6.1 million. The prince also owns jets for long-distance traveling, like a Boeing 747 worth $400 million and a Sikorsky helicopter worth $1 million. Apart from cars, he also has a boat collection. Yes, you heard it right, a boat collection. In his collection, he owns 5 boats, which are worth millions of dollars. Number 7. Prince Albert Vaughn. Prince Albert Vaughn is the 12th prince of the princely house of Thurn and Taxis, a family of German nobility. He's a businessman, German aristocrat, and a race car driver. He's been listed as the world's youngest billionaire many times since 1990. The first time he appeared on the list was when he was 8. The net worth of the prince is around $1.6 billion according to Forbes. In his net worth, most of the properties are inherited by the prince. His assets include real estate, art, and 36,000 hectares of woodland in Germany, one of Europe's largest forest holdings and the largest landowner in Germany. Currently, he lives in the family castle in Bavaria, Schloss Emmeram. Apart from this castle, he owns 10 other palaces and castles and extensive properties in Brazil inherited from his mother. Also, according to several articles, he also owns banks, breweries, and metallurgical companies. Number 6. Prince Albert II. Albert II is the prince of a small country in Europe called Monaco. Monaco's government pays $43 million to Monaco's royal family, and the prince gets his share of this. The net worth of Albert is about $2 billion, and this comes from his personal investments. Albert owns shares in the Société des Bains de Mer, which operates Monaco's casino and other entertainment properties in the country. When it comes to cars, the prince has 100 cars, most of which are exhibited in a car museum called the Monaco Top Car Collection. Some of the cars in this collection include a Ferrari SF90 worth $507,000 and a Lamborghini Miura P400 worth $1 million. The prince also owns a super yacht called Koning, and it is worth $80 million with an annual running cost of $5 million. Apart from this, for long-distance travel, the prince has a Dassault Falcon 7X, which is worth $600,000. Number 5. Mansour bin Zayed AlNayan. Mansour bin Zayed AlNayan is an Emirati politician who is the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates. He's also the Minister of Presidential Affairs and the Prince of the UAE. As a minister, he receives a monthly salary of $3.5 million, and his net worth is about $4.9 billion. Apart from this, the prince also has another source of income. He is vice chairman of Mubadala Investment Company and the UAE Central Bank chairman. He is also the owner of the Abu Dhabi United Group, ADUG, an investment company for the Abu Dhabi royal family. The prince uses his wealth to buy expensive cars like a Ferrari F40 worth $700,000, a Mercedes CLK GTR worth $1.1 million, and a Lamborghini Reventon worth $1.5 million. Mansour bin has 3 private jets for air travel. One is a Boeing 787 worth $285 million, another is a Dreamliner A6 PFC worth $200 million, and a Dreamliner A6 PFE worth $250 million. He also owns a yacht called A+, and the price of this beauty is about $450 million with an annual maintenance cost of $5 million. Also, according to Insider, he is owner of Manchester City Football Club. Number 4. Hans Adam II. Next on the list is Prince Hans Adam II, the prince of a small European country called Liechtenstein. This 71-year-old is the richest royal in Europe with a net worth of $6.2 billion. His net worth comes from the banking LGT Group. It is owned by the Prince of Liechtenstein Foundation, which generates $8.9 billion for the prince annually. It's a for-profit entity that manages the royal family's assets. The foundation also owns a private bank in Liechtenstein, 15 companies, and assets, including real estate holdings in Vienna, Austria. Regarding the palace, the prince lives in his Vaduz castle, estimated at $50 million. The prince owns a Porsche 356 that comes in dark olive green, which is worth $100,000. The prince owns an expensive art collection estimated to be $500 million, and most of this art is displayed in the Liechtenstein Museum, which is in Vienna. Number 3. Tanun bin Zayed AlNayan. Tanun bin Zayed AlNayan currently serves as the National Security Advisor and the Prince of the United Arab Emirates. He is the chairman of tons of organizations like ADQ, a state holding company, First Abu Dhabi Bank, Royal Group, an international holding company. Tanun bin has a net worth of $10 billion. The prince is a proud owner of a super yacht called Maria. This super yacht is worth $250 million. It can accommodate 50 guests and 60 professional crew members. It also has an annual running cost of $15 to $25 million. The prince has a collection of expensive cars from BMW to Rolls-Royce, from Ferrari to Jaguar. Tanun bin recently purchased a Jaguar 1 Pace worth $80,000. And when it comes to long-distance travel, the prince has 2 private jets, Boeing 787 A6 PFC worth $243.4 million and Boeing 747 A6 PFA worth $484 million. And the estimated cost of maintaining these 2 jets is $20 million. Number 2. Prince Mateen of Brunei. Prince Mateen of Brunei is the 10th child and 4th son of the King of Brunei, Sultan Hisman al-Bolkiah. This 31-year-old prince is a social media star. He lives with his family in the largest palace in the world, Istana Nurul Iman. The prince has an estimated net worth of about $20 billion. The prince believes in living a lavish life and spends his money on expensive things like having a white Bengal tiger or flying a helicopter. The prince is seen wearing a 40mm platinum Patek Philippe World Time worth $1.5 million. When it comes to cars, he has an extensive car collection with an estimated worth of $1 billion. This collection includes some super expensive cars like 3 Lamborghini, which are gold-plated and decorated with gold and diamonds. Each car is worth $4.5 million, and for traveling abroad, he uses one of his father's private jets, which are also decorated with gold. At number 1 is AlWaleed bin Talal Al Saud, the Prince of Saudi Arabia. He is a businessman and philanthropist known for his lavish lifestyle. The net worth of AlWaleed is about $20 billion, and a large portion of this comes from his investments in businesses in Europe, the USA, Middle Eastern countries, and Asia. The prince has various hotels and resorts in different parts of the world, like the swanky Hotel George V in Paris and the Savoy Hotel in London. He holds stakes in social media site Twitter. Apart from these companies, he also owns shares in various famous companies: 6% of Citigroup, 17% of Al-Nahar, 25% of Al-Diyar, and a 95% stake in Kingdom Holding Company. The prince owns some amazing cars, like the Rolls-Royce Diamond car. This beauty is ornate with 100,000 diamonds all over her body, and she's worth $2.1 million. The prince has 2 Mercedes-Benz SL 600s. Both of them are decorated with 300,000 diamonds, each worth $4.8 million. And when it comes to private jets, the prince has 3 jets: a Boeing 747 worth $386 million, an Airbus A321 worth $118 million, and a Hawker Siddeley 125 worth $40 million. He's also the proud owner of a super yacht called Kingdom 5KR, worth $90 million with an annual maintenance cost of $5 million. Thanks for watching the video. Comment down below your favorite part and let us know. Also press the subscribe button and bell icon for regular updates.